So the Sidewinder keeps receiving buffs and it keeps remaining mid. So basically it's the Midwinder. But I haven't featured any of the new attachments here on the Sidewinder, that being the Conversion Kit or the JAK BFB muzzle, and both of those attachments definitely help the Sidewinder. But it doesn't really put them over the top. It's still, well, like I said, it's the Midwinder. Still a pretty mid weapon, but it's definitely much more manageable after all of the buffs and additions into the game. Let's get into my attachments. So I am going with the Jak Thunder LMG kit, which hypothetically turns it into an LMG, but all it does is speed up your fire rate over time and increase your magazine ammo capacity. So I don't really see how this is an LMG kit. It starts with a slow fire rate, and as you hold the trigger, the fire rate speeds up. So yeah, I do think this does improve the weapon. It also gives you recoil control, 20% increase. I think this, I don't know. It's hit or miss, because the increased fire rate definitely makes the weapon kill faster, but it also decreases the damage range. I wanted to try this out and feature it in a video, so that's kind of why I'm running it. For the rear grip, we have the RB Borealis grip for fire aiming stability, gun kick control, and recoil control. We're going to need all those things while running a high recoil weapon here, like the Sidewinder, 14% to the gun kick and 10% to the horizontal and vertical recoil controls. For the underbarrel, we have the Bruen Heavy Support Grip for gun kick control, aiming idle sway, horizontal recoil control, and fire aiming stability. The same reason we just chose that rear grip there, but prioritizing the horizontal recoil control, 11% there to the gun kick and 12% to the horizontal recoil control. And the muzzle, the JAK BFB, the attachment that I absolutely hate, but it's 100% necessary on a weapon like this. So I guess, you know, pick on me if you want. I hate this attachment, but I am using it. I'm gonna be a walking advanced UAV for the gameplays. We got 55% to the gun kick, 20% to the horizontal recoil control, and 35% to the vertical recoil control. And our final attachment is the Tempus Predator Precision Barrel to increase your bullet velocity, recoil control, gun kick control, and aiming idle sway. One thing it didn't say it did is increase the damage range, but you can see 13% increase to the damage range there, 15% to the bullet velocity, 13% to the gun kick, and 15% to the vertical and horizontal recoil controls. After all of these attachments are added and you go into the firing range and test it out, you can see the recoil is very, very easy. At close and medium range, it's virtually no recoil, and even at long ranges, it's very, very easy recoil to control. I thought this conversion kit might have put the Sidewinder over the top, but after using it quite a bit, it's still pretty mid. If anybody's telling you this weapon is overpowered or replacing any metas, they're lying to you. Don't believe them. Is it easier to use than previously? 100%. It is 100% better than it was at launch and even season 1, but it's still not a viable meta weapon. It's pretty mid. Here's also the rest of the attachments if you guys needed to copy them down. As always, let's jump into some games. You can see what I'm talking about with how the weapon is not completely terrible, but mid. I keep saying mid, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm done. Let's get into it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care if I get a nuke or I get a streak. I just want to feature the Sidewinder for you guys and call it a day, because I'm gonna keep it a stack. I already said it. This thing's mid. This thing is pretty mid. The LMG conversion kit definitely makes it better, but I'm not gonna act like it makes it like a meta or over, you know what I'm saying? It's still the Sidewinder. Nothing that they do to this thing without really buffing it, whether that be damage, complete recoil control, anything like that, is going to change the fact that it is still the Sidewinder. I don't know. I want to say they took like a Man of War approach, if you guys ever use that weapon, and unfortunately just kind of failed with it.
Appreciate the call out. Appreciate the call out.
If they were to properly cover the Man of War or whatever they were trying to do with it, the thing would be pretty good, and that's the thing. They kind of failed. There's a guy with a
hanging on his wall.
I got an advanced UAV, so that's better than I thought I was going to get. I ain't mad. Got him. Got him. I'm not going to hit that advanced UAV. I'm going to try to build another streak here. I don't know how I just missed that. Like straight up. I don't know how. I'm not trying to use the Renetti this much, but
Recon overhead.
Copy. Advance.
Friendly mosquito active. Taking fire.
Where the heck is this guy? Oh, he's dead. I don't know what took so long for his little arrow to get off my radar, but it kind of threw me off.
Watch it.
Another helo, so I'm vibey with that.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Enemies inside the perimeter.
This dude with his drones are kind of pissing me off, I'm not gonna lie. This one guy just doesn't use anything but those drones, and it's pretty annoying, to be honest. Like, use your gun, brother.
Friendly UAV on station. UAV reloading.
I don't know why they're not trying to even attempt to play the objective here. It doesn't really make sense.
Here.
Enemy KIA.
I got a swarm.
Locating.
Copy. Advance. Entering the AO.
Target area active. Move to the hardpoint. Hostile
Don't you shoot my stuff down. Some. One guy's actively trying to shoot my streak down.
Hell yeah.
Changing map. Turning next hardpoint. Stand
I knew he was gonna get me. I actually get on a nuke. Like, brother, use your weapon!
by.
Use your weapon! You do have a gun!
Deploy drone swarm.
Swarm is in. Son of a bitch. I'm not trying to be a whiner, but seriously, use your damn weapon. You, like, see, that guy's at least using a knife, but at least use your damn, like, use your... Those drones were the most stupid addition I've ever seen. I swear to God. What did my swarm... What the hell, dude? What was that?
Fire.
It didn't do anything. Like, normally at least gets me a kill or two, but that thing did is literally nothing. Also, this knife guy can lick my balls. I'm not even gonna censor it. Actually lick my balls. Normally I'd be sensitive to it, you know, little sensor here and there, but nope, I'm good.
Friendly care package on the way.
Oh, hi. Nope.
Hostile eliminated.
I wasn't expecting a nuke anyways, but it is so unfortunate that it's not a weapon that kills me. It's literally a freaking lethal, a drone of all things that's...
They want to fucking
Kilo ready for task. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Hardpoint compromised. Security and friendly found. Loading fresh mag. Friendly UAV on station.
Target spotted.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
I'm at 55. I want to try to get 60 here. That could be a success in my books.
Taking fire.
Spotted.
Good contact.
I got it? I got it. Okay. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Enough raging.
Don't count me out. Hardpoint relocated. Stand by. Hardpoint compromised. Taking fire.
And it looks like that's going to be game.
Good contact. Inside the perimeter. Hostile eliminated. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
And it is.
going where I was at, man.
68 kills.
Jeez, man.
Look, the nigga saw he had 68 kills, cheating like a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm cheating.
Report him.
Yeah, he got 68 kills.
Yeah, no one's cheating. Yeah, no one's cheating, though. So keep that in mind.
Bitch, he is cheating.
Oh, Okay, yeah, you'll be in my YouTube video whenever I put this out, and you're gonna look like a dumbass. So keep that in mind. You gonna look like a whole dumbass. You gonna look like a whole dumbass, brother. Whole dumbass. Okay, so let's get game number 2 knocked out here with the Sidewinder. I have kind of put off doing this because I mean, why would I like the weapon? I haven't really had a reason to use the weapon other than the video. I always get requests to use the Sidewinder, but I mean, man, it's just, how do I respectfully put this? This is what I like to call a classic case of messing up a weapon completely, and they still haven't really done anything to like help it. I've talked about possible buffs that would help the weapon. They obviously haven't done that. I think that, honestly, it's just the fire rate isn't even the problem. If you're gonna have a weapon like this, it's gotta be something like not even a two shot every time, but it's got to have some kind of redeeming quality to make it better than some of the other weapons. You know what I mean? So because the fire rate's low, the damage or recoil control, you would think the recoil control would just be the big glaring one, like is the big one that would help the weapon, but the recoil is obviously awful and you have to slow it down by using a bunch of attachments. I don't know, maybe if they just made it so the recoil, just the recoil was better, it would be a much more usable weapon because you wouldn't need to completely slow it down. I already got an advanced. I'm gonna have to play some objective time here. I got a swarm, so that's good. This game's going kind of well. I'm surprised. It's just if I get in a close range engagement, it's done. Toasted. That's good. That's good. I'm actually on a 22. I'm not extremely confident in the push, but okay. I actually might get a nuke here. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm feeling good. It's 26. They're like rotating. I gotta hit the swarm. I can't risk all this time going the other way if we're not gonna win. I'm just gonna back up right here. No reason for me to push this. See, that's what happens if I push it. So the next hill's right here. So I might be able to catch them on a rotation if they want to push this way. My swarms aren't really doing anything. I just gotta hope they don't spawn on me, actually. Doesn't look like it because my teammate's right there, but my whole team is kind of pushed up the other way, too. I'm just gonna... I don't know. There we go. Well, I'll take an MGB. That's for damn sure. Because that means it's a W. That kind of stuff. Oh, spawning behind us now. All right. Well, they pushed really hard. I don't normally like to hit my swarm early. You know what I mean? With how often it likes to kill me. With how often the swarm dive bombs me, I never like pushing it.
target area.
Got contact! I need medical, fast! Hostile eliminated. Whew, saved it.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I died right after, but we got another chopper to drop on the foreheads. They rotate. I'll give them credit. They rotate to all the objectives, but sometimes rotating and stacking hills isn't how you win. It's all about map presence and... Oh my goodness. It's about map control more than it is being on the hill. If you have no map control, you're not winning the game. Sure, all of them just spawned in front of me. We love that. 50 kills. We got some time.
Got contact! Running on fumes. Taking fire! I need medical, fast! Subjects out!
Inside the perimeter. 5.3. Target area.
They're still gonna be here?
Friendly UAV
Got contact!
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna lock in 60. It'd be disappointing if I didn't. See, I'm trying to get aggressive, and that's just a bad choice on my end. You can't play aggressive with this thing. It just doesn't work. My playstyle wants me to just run at everything now.
Taking fire! Reloading!
That's 62.
Grenade! Loading fresh mag.
I'm gonna have to hit the nuke. 65. As of right now, that could still go up here.
Watch that fire! I'm on your side! Grenade, get back!
All right. Game number 2 is successful with the Sidewinder. Don't let the nuke confuse you. The thing's still pretty mid.